What's up, guys? This is Andy again. I wanted to do a YouTube today, but I don't know if it's going to happen. I got a little situation. I got up a little late. It was not even snowing when I went to bed, and now this is probably the worst it's been. Definitely since we moved here 15 years ago. And maybe the worst it's been. I'm sure it's been worse in my lifetime, but this is pretty bad. I wanted to clean out this shitty mess of a garage today since I kind of got roped into working last night. The best day. I think it was like the upper 40s or something yesterday. And that ain't going to happen because I'm only half. I think I've been shoveling for like 2 hours. And this is as far as I got. The good news is it seems to be warming up a little bit. I always shovel the road, otherwise that plow is going to push that stuff right across my driveway. So I'm going to focus on this stuff here next to get this out of the road so that I could possibly use my car later if we want to go get some food whenever if the wife can come home safely. That would be great. Yeah, I wanted to do some camper stuff today, and I wanted to shoot a video about an issue that's been bothering me all week. But we'll see what happens. I'll get back to you later. Bye. Should philosophers own pets, or anybody for that matter? In the last week or so, I've gotten into this debate with a few people in the groups that I frequent on Facebook, and also in a few books that I've read by Mike Hockney and Jack Tanner. This subjects come up, and I don't agree with the opinion that they have. And I believe no, people shouldn't own pets in general. By using the term own, you're referring to a master-slave relationship, and that's something I don't agree with. So no, I don't think animals should be used as slaves in any capacity. Our dog is a part of our family, and I would like to say he has just as much rights as anybody else in our family. He almost eats the same as most people in our family. I tend to be more vegan. I'm gonna be honest, I do eat fish once in a while, and shrimp, milk products, cheese once in a while, and like butter. But I try to keep that as minimal as possible. That I went into a lot more depth in a past video. You can find it on my channel if you're concerned about that. So I don't claim to be a vegan. I just try to do as little harm as possible. But our dog, he eats meat. He is a carnivore. You can tell by the shape of his teeth. I have flat teeth for nuts and plants. So, back to the subject. Our dog is a monad. He's entitled to having a physical experience that's as full as the rest of us. My goal is to give him a long life and maximize his monadic evolution. I think that by maximizing the monadic evolution of lower evolved animals, I think that benefits us all on our path to the dialectic omega point, if that makes any sense. I mean, I could be wrong. And this is a video where I want you to voice your opinion. Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested to know how other people feel about this. So I can't logically understand how Jack Tanner would not comprehend the benefit to animals of all kinds evolving mentally. He did write the book on lucid waking, which is pretty much the whole book is just about consciousness and understanding it. I recommended that book many times. I'll recommend it again. And like I said, you can read books and not agree with everything in the book. I think that if it would have been explained better why people should not own pets or dogs or anything like that, then maybe I could see it. But same thing with, I believe it was Hyper Reality by Mike Hockney. He said something about philosophers should not own dogs, and then that was pretty much where he ended it. And I'm just like, why? I understand that dogs and pets are a lower evolution. I don't try to bring myself down to their level. I'm not trying to be a lower evolved animal. I think you can do both. And for an author to not have faith in their readers that they can do both or think at that higher level, I think is a disservice to their readers. So I think a lot of times Mike Hockney tends to condescend a little bit to their readers. So, but I'm still planning on reading all the Mike Hockney books because I just want to. Once you start a series like that, there's always a yearning to finish it, I think. I am taking a break going back to Tom Stark because I want to get into the math stuff a little again. But I will be going back to Mike Hockney. Back to the point. In my opinion, relationships are beneficial to the growth of monads. Dogs and other animals can understand and communicate to humans. For anyone to believe otherwise needs to do more research. Just because a dog can't communicate with human language doesn't mean they can't communicate. And if someone doesn't think they can communicate, then they don't have any experience having pets, I believe, or didn't pay attention to their pets. If someone is a terrible pet owner, of course they're going to have this position that, you know, pets are just below me and I don't need to spend my time cleaning up their shit or whatever. I mean, I don't even think about that kind of stuff, really. I mean, I can't imagine these people ever having kids. Pets are 100 times easier than having children. And I think me having children and having to grow up with all the challenges that comes along with that, having to grow up, but having to live with the challenges that come with raising 3 kids, it really prepares you for anything. I think not everybody should have kids, but I think when you've had kids or raised kids, you've been through the ringer already, and it really prepares you for anything. So I'm not afraid of anything. Any job that I'm interested in, I'm confident that I can get it. I'm just staying where I'm at now because I feel like I've amassed a decent pay and a decent amount of vacation and benefits. And I think I'm at the end of my road anyways. Hopefully like 10 more years or whatever, I'll be able to ride off into the sunset, so to speak. This is going to be a longer video, just so you know. Yeah, that's all I got written down for should philosophers own pets. And I really want you to comment. I really want to hear what you have to say about this, because I think it's just ridiculous. And I'm going to keep on holding that point until somebody can give me a logical, reasonable answer as to why not. Our dog has been to more places than most people, experienced more things than most people. He's been to Canada. He's been to both coasts. He's been to the southernmost point of the United States. So he's gone everywhere I have. And he's well taken care of. And I just want him to get to the next level when he does eventually pass on. And that's the least I can do for him. He's given me a lot of emotional support. There's been a lot of times where I felt like he's the only one there for me. And I think that's the way it is for a lot of people. And I think a lot of these people who say that people shouldn't own pets are just triggered by, maybe people with emotional support animals being able to bring their animals everywhere. But when I see people with emotional support animals, I just think, why am I not doing that? So I heard it's fairly easy to get the paperwork done, and it's not very expensive, but we're doing fine the way we're doing it right now, so no need to change that. But I think I'm going to close this one out. I have shoveled a lot today. It's probably the worst snowstorm we've had in years. It must have been at least a foot deep. I will maybe post in the comments, or maybe let you know in my next video what the totals were, if you're curious. But yeah, so if you're in my area or up north, don't break your back shoveling. Maybe one more month of this and we'll be done. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you didn't. Share this all over the place. And ad astra, my friends.